Hi, I'm Stacy Moore and I'm a PEO coordinator at the Hamilton County Board of Elections. This video will go over how to vote on Election Day at a voter's local polling location in Hamilton County. Thank you.
Election Day's date changes every year, so be sure to stay up to date on upcoming elections through the board's website, votehamiltoncountyohio.gov, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The website will also remind the voter where their local precinct polling location is based on their street address and zip code. On the home page, look for Find Your Polling Place on the Select Topic wheel, then click on the red Go button. The voter will type in their address, click Submit, and the website will provide the name and address of their polling place. A voter can call the board at 513-632-7000 to ask as well. If the voter's polling location has changed since the last election, the board will mail the voter a notice of where their new polling location is. After the voter arrives at their polling location, there should be clear and obvious signs pointing toward the entrance of the polling location. These are typically red with white arrows and "Vote Here" written on the signs. There may be additional signs once inside the location pointing towards where in the building the polling location is found. Once inside, the voter presents their acceptable form of ID at one of the check-in tables. These tables are marked with signs and should have several poll workers sitting behind electronic poll books. Acceptable forms of ID include an unexpired Ohio driver's license or State of Ohio ID card, a current photo ID issued by the State of Ohio or federal government, a military ID, or a utility bill, bank statement, government check, or government document that includes the voter's name, address, and is dated within the last 12 months. The voter hands this to the poll worker working at the check-in table. The poll worker will use the ID to find the voter's record in the electronic poll book, then ask the voter to verbally confirm their current address. If these addresses match, the voter will be asked to sign for their ballot on the electronic poll book, and the poll worker will provide the correct ballot to the voter based on their address. If the address or name of the voter does not match, or the voter does not have an acceptable form of ID, the poll worker will begin the provisional process. We'll discuss that in the next video. The voter will take the ballot to one of the voting booths and begin filling it out. Be sure to read the instructions on the ballot, which indicate that boxes be completely filled out, not using X's or check marks. Once the voter completes filling out the ballot, they walk it over to the V-scan and feed it into the machine by the flashing green arrows, somewhat like putting $1 into a vending machine. When the American flag displays on the screen, the voter knows their vote has been counted. While recording an image of the voter's ballot, the V-scan also checks for blank ballots and overvotes in specific contests, as in voting for too many candidates depending on the contest. Blank or overvoted ballots are kicked back out of the V-scan, and the voter has the choice to either cast the ballot as is or to correct the ballot if they made a mistake. After scanning the ballot, all that is left to do is to grab a sticker and wait for the election night results.